on the block, digital hustle, cracking rooms in Nairobi. Blockchain wiggle, deep the tech, it's the new OG. Cryptographic vision, we stacking paper like that. Tokenizing assets, Africa rising with tech. From Lagos to Cairo, innovation on the scene. Blockchain mad clean, making moves unseen. Digital gold line, crypto fine, doing time. Setting up the ledger, taking control, prime. Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core. Blockchain bridges, ops we explore. Tokenization, wealth on the floor. 54 nations, we rise for sure. Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core. Blockchain bridges.
My name is Musah Lotallah. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a real estate developer. I develop single-family homes throughout the metro Atlanta area, and I also own some property outside of America.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core. Blockchain bridges.
So I started off in real estate about 20 years ago. I met a mentor that introduced me to real estate development. At this time, I really didn't have an idea of what real estate development was, but that's how I got started. So I didn't renovate property. I didn't fix and flip. I got started right in the most lucrative and intense part of real estate, which is real estate development. Yeah. So anyway, I always knew I was going to be in real estate. My father was an electrician, so I kind of been around building. It's just that at the electrical stage, as a subcontractor, I wasn't in charge of the entire project. As I grew, I knew I wanted to be in charge of the entire project. So as everything aligned and I met a mentor that introduced me to real estate and real estate development, that was my way of being in control of the entire project.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core. Blockchain bridges.
Some current trends that's going on in real estate right now is definitely inflation is there. Interest rates are high. Properties costs are high. But we also have a shortage of single family homes. We have a shortage of properties, period, as far as the growth. And it depends on what market you're in. Some people are leaving the cities to go to more rural areas. They're finding maybe more square footage. They're finding cheaper properties. And you have the younger generation that's thriving to go to the city. And when they go to the city, they're not really requiring that much square footage. They're really requiring location, location, location. So if you can find the right mix and you can come up with the right product, you can insert yourself in the right opportunity for you to capitalize. So right now, find out how you can find the right mix of property value, especially when we're all looking for a good deal when it comes to real estate. But sometimes don't wait for the good deal. Sometimes you just have to get in, and through appreciation, everything will balance out and make your investment worth it.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core. Blockchain bridges.
Yes, definitely. Like I said, I met a mentor 20 years ago that introduced me to real estate. So 20 years later, he also introduced me to international investments. And he brought me in as a partner in IA54. And from Ghana to Senegal and maybe even more of the continent, that's where our focus is. We're going to be offering a lot of different opportunities to people who otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity, but we want to be your go-to source for trustworthy real estate investments. We want to be the person or the team that you can look and say, these guys understand investing on the continent. And if these guys have cracked the formula, we would like to invest with these guys, right? And then we can join as a team through fractional ownership. I know we're going to talk about that in a second, but through fractional ownership, you can be in other locations and still have property here in the continent.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core. Blockchain bridges.
In a way, IA54 kind of give you the future of what real estate investing can be, and mixing with the blockchain, right? The blockchain evens the playing field, being that it's a ledger that you can always go to and check throughout history of, a property or an investment, or it makes it more accessible. And people like real estate because it's a tangible asset. I think blockchain helps it make it tangible for the average investor. Yes, I believe blockchain is the real deal. Knowing that it's a ledger that can track performance. Because whenever you're doing due diligence in real estate, you're really tracking performance. You're really trying to find out the history of the investment and what the potential future can be. So when we have access to blockchain, we can always go back and check that ledger, right? We can be really transparent with any kind of investors that's interested in investing with us. And they can see past and present performance.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core, blockchain bridges.
Yes, I think anytime you can be more transparent, you give a certain level of security to any investor, right? So even if you're in a rural part of America or in a rural part of Africa, you can get the same information and you can cross-check that information to see if it's accurate. So that's the benefit of the blockchain. The blockchain, it just evens the playing field in so many different ways. So before, the stockbroker had information that the plumber or the electrician didn't have. Now, if you're knowledgeable and you want that information and you want to seek that information, you have access to it. So it's just not for the elites, but it's also for the common man. So that's what blockchain does. It makes it an even playing field for the investor to get the information that they need to make a decision.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core, blockchain bridges.
Well, in a way, like I mentioned how I got started in real estate. At that time, it wasn't really fractional ownership. I, as an investor, had to take on the total burden of the properties I invested in. With fractional ownership, we can share that burden. With fractional ownership, you can invest at your comfort level. At fractional ownership, you can reap the benefits of what you chose to invest. So if you're not comfortable with a certain level, you can stay at your level and still capitalize, right? And it also gives you the opportunity to diversify. You may see 5 different properties that you may want to invest in. And like I said, you don't have to take on that whole entire burden by yourself. You can go in with a group of people. It could be people that you know well. It could be our team. It could be a team that you fully researched. And like I said, you can start off at your comfort level to the point where that you see you getting the returns that you want. Then you can up the game if you like.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core, blockchain bridges.
Yes, I definitely think that they should visit the IA54 website. They should follow us on social media. We have a lot of informative videos. We have a lot of content on the website that kind of explains the process step by step. So that, I believe, is the best place to start. And if you have more questions, there's some books, there's YouTube videos, but I think IA54 is a great place to start.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core, blockchain bridges.
Well, actually, we're sitting in one right now. I'm at Chateau Nana Wiling, which is a boutique hotel right here in Shadow, Accra, Ghana. So this is a boutique hotel that we're hosting guests. We're having services. One of my partners hosts tours from a lot of the diaspora to come to Ghana. And a lot of that diaspora is coming right here to Shadow. And this is an investment opportunity for people that's looking for fractional ownership. Not only will it be Chateau, it'll be a lot more following this same exact concept, where we found the property through our experience. We knew what to do exactly with the property because we are developers, and we renovated the property, and now we've changed it into a performing asset. We have a few more properties. We have 2 properties in Senegal, and we're onboarding more properties here in Ghana now.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core, blockchain bridges.
Remember, the blockchain is just a ledger. So your money is in a tangible asset. So the asset is real estate. So your money is an intangible asset that you can drive by, you can see, you can feel, you can touch. The blockchain is just a way to see the ledger on how your investment is doing. So that's what's so solid about real estate, is that it's a tangible asset. It's not the stock market where numbers can move up and down and you can lose your investment, right? So that's what makes investing in real estate and the blockchain being the ledger to see how your investment do is a win-win situation.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core, blockchain bridges.
So don't forget, the blockchain is a ledger. And when you invest in a property, you have access to your own personal wallet. And the tokens that you invest in sits in your wallet that you only have access to. So then you can go to the blockchain and your personal wallet to see how your investment is performing. So that's security for the investor. We could take on 10, 100, 1,000. Really, it depends on how we fractionalize it and how many tokens we want to sell per property, right? So you have the same thing. It's almost what in the States we call REITs, that's sold on the stock market. But with the tokenization and the platform have given everybody access to a wallet, we can onboard a lot of people to say, this is your investment. And most of the time when we onboard it onto our website, we will say how many shares are available or how many tokens are available for purchase.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core, blockchain bridges.
I think you should really follow IA54 because we're onboarding properties all the time. So a lot of what we do is a lot of due diligence. So we don't want to kind of show our hand on what we're working on, but before it makes it to the platform, believe it's a lot of due diligence that's being done. So we are looking at a lot of different opportunities in West Africa, across the continent, and maybe even some in the Caribbean or in the States, but that can also be utilized with the same exact formula. One of our focuses is called A Journey of 1,000 Sleeping Rooms. And that was one of the milestones that we set for IA54. And we have a lot of other properties that's going through the due diligence phase. Once they make it out of the due diligence phase, we can onboard it onto the platform to make investors aware of that these may be future opportunities for investments.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core, blockchain bridges.
For young investors that's interested in real estate and real estate development, start soon. Don't wait for a certain type of market, because true investors can find their way around in every market. Start soon, get a good solid mentor, read up. There's a lot of information on the internet. There's a lot of information on YouTube, and don't be afraid to be an apprentice for someone, right? So almost, not saying exactly, people think work for free is a bad information or bad advice, but almost work to learn. That's the most important thing, work to learn and be of value to that mentor. That mentor may not want to mentor you if you're going to be a headache, but if you're going to be an asset, he will mentor you. So think of how you can give value to someone who's already doing what you're trying to do. And if you can give him value, he will in turn give you the information that you need to take step by step to grow. But don't wait too long. Get involved as early as you can.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core, blockchain bridges.
I'm always mentoring, but what I decided to do was turn it more into a consulting. So I consult with a lot of people, and it's not just fee-based consulting, but I talk to a lot of people and I give them the information. Now here's what hurts me. Sometimes I'm too truthful and they want a fluffy answer and I say, no, it's not a shortcut. I lose a lot of business by being honest, because some people, they see videos, Yes, I lose a lot of business by being honest because I let people know from the gate there's no shortcuts. This is a long-term game. I tell a lot of people I have what you call developer's patience because this is not a 3-month or 6-month ordeal. This is a journey. And if you're going to build a character, you have to participate in the aspects of the journey. And if you're going to try to cut corners, you're not going to build the character. So that's the people that I mentor, the people that follow me and understand what I do as far as real estate investing. They have to understand that. And if they don't have the patience, then maybe this is not the career for them.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core, blockchain bridges.
I think this is the game changer. I really think this is what levels the playing field to make the common man have access to the same resources as more seasoned investors. So once we really can get our information out, and once people see that it's a tangible asset and they can see and we can simplify our message to the common person, they will see that they also can participate. Because we need the participation of everyone if we're truly going to grow as a country, as a city, as a neighborhood, as a continent, as you know. So for everyone to get involved only makes the country, the continent stronger. So we want to let people know that through us and through IA54, we want to be one of those resources for you to participate.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core, blockchain bridges.
Why Africa? Definitely look at me, I'm African. So for people in the diaspora that want to return and want to feel at home, there is no other place to be. So to build up home and to do something that I feel will really be a reward to the community, to the continent, to each country, Africa is the best choice. It's so much untapped potential, it's so much untapped resources. We have an abundance of talent right here in Africa. So we want to give those guys the opportunity to perform and let the world know what Africa can be and the potential that we have. And we have a dream and a desire to let the world know that, hey, Africa is the destination. For those of you guys that's interested in fractional ownership and tokenization, please do your research, log on to investafrica54.com, and you'll find a plethora of information there that can help you make your decisions. And I hope you join us in this revolutionary action that we're taking here in the continent and make Africa a better place.
Invest Africa 54, got dreams in the core, blockchain bridges, ops we explore, tokenization, wealth on the floor, 54 nations, we rise for sure. Green dreams, a lot of streams, VIG with scheme, decentralized themes, African kings.